What up, guys? Thank y'all for being here with me on my other broadcast. You know, the network Senator Trump got my accounts, and we're gonna do this thing on pad at 30 minutes or hour 7. Um, when I was in Garland Library, I already talked about when I was in Garland Library, the guy gave me a bus ticket because he saw racism. And while I was in Garland, I had a great communication with some of the people, the other grown-ups, the kids, the people. We talked about the music industry. Everybody told me about their dreams at the Garland Library, me interacting. And the guy from the ambulance, a couple of days, I stayed over there for about a week talking to everybody at the Garland Library for about a week and connecting with everybody at the Garland Library. But let me tell you what that day, this one particular day, this guy from the ambulance, he saw racism. And after he gave me a bus ticket, I started communicating with the communities on the Garland station, and I started doing things like that. And everything been good. So those things is an understanding of what I started doing. So the same day I got arrested, after people was terrorizing me, I want to know. Oh, you scared of your little brother? You done been playing with the mindset. You and antagonize the mindset. People terrorizing you in the community, playing with the mindset. You know what I'm saying? Doing with that. Oh, you scared of your little brother? You dumb and you retarded. And um, and when I got arrested, God said, I want to know what the police saw. When we got the encounter text said, did you see the enemy that intimidated me? Now, I want the Justice Department, and did you see the enemy that intimidated me? That same girl probably was her that was involved when it was. Did you see the enemy? Now the thing is, after the 911, people at the 911 was taunting me and laughing at me, and Doug Miller lied, and everybody, Trump unbanned me from it. Trump unbanned me. And people don't know what was going on. All of this coming together when Doug Miller and everybody lied. Fights was breaking out at my hotel. When everybody lied. People from South Dallas. One of the things, when I worked at DFW in 2018, and let's stay on the subject. People from South Dallas come to stay at the hotel. They come in, people coming at the hotel talking to me and doing everything. And Carrollton, they from South Dallas and Dallas, they talk to me. And Carrollton, Texas, over there off of Trinity Mills and Midway on Marsh Lane towards Addison. They had people from South Dallas coming to the Wendy's and the Starbucks trying to listen to my ideas. You got the Wendy's, you got everything that's going on, even in the Starbucks. Look at the spirit behavior of everyone. I mean, this guy Billy talking. Look in the spirit behavior of everybody that we talking to. Sometimes you got to look in the spirit behavior and see everybody trying to hear our conversation. And Billy felt uncomfortable in Starbucks. He felt uncomfortable. The spirit behavior. In the Wendy's, we tried to talk, and he wanted me to read this book, and he felt uncomfortable. The same time the Billy marketing manager getting jealous, and me and Billy at the Walmart when everything was going on, and the marketing manager getting jealous, and Robert got his behavior, and all the rest of those, and these things going on with the community. I'm talking to the other teenagers. I'm saying, can you tell MO3 this for me? Can you tell him this? And they got that word for me. He talked about me in inbox. Me imitating my favorite rapper. You go see my Likey videos, my TikTok videos and stuff. I started coming back from Atlanta talking to people. I've been connecting with people. That's me been connecting. Me and God. I put myself out there to connect with people and for racism and lies to take it and make me look bad. Because of a come up. All because they wanted to come up and be selfish. Everybody want to hear the mayor say, let's talk about when we when I called the mayor assistant, when you want to do shows with us, you want to big shows and the mayor assistant ignored me. I had to find out more about the business. My connection go way deeper than that. I was on other platforms. I was on other platforms, and when I was on other platforms, I was telling people to go to my page and do my thing. Mirza couldn't even run. He couldn't even do it. It doesn't matter what he said and what he did for his city, and he's from Balian. It doesn't matter what, because God with me. You can't ruin me, and God is with me, no matter what you say. But Mirza found his girlfriend off that chat, off of one of my broadcasters. Lil Diamond in Captain Texas, the person but a girl from Dallas, the black model in Dallas, she got to Mirza. All on Facebook, Dallas all on Mirza Facebook, telling him lies and manipulating him. And he got a problem. If you got a problem, God don't want to deal with, some things. So, a girl gonna talk about, yes, he did, and he came out here and he got robbed afterwards. He got robbed, and he said F a code, and he said, oh, this and that. He said, oh, that between and this and that. I said, dude, you got a problem. So this model from Dallas, she got a problem. Everybody wanted something in DFW and wanted something. I started connecting the people on the other side of Carrollton over there to construction worker. Will have been Mall, Plano. So how the people, everybody in the Plano Mall said it was a good idea. The Will have been Mall in Plano, the kids and everybody, the construction workers. They say, oh, I told them the building could be big and it could be small. We don't care about the money. That's what the Texas people say on in that news. They don't care about the money. I said, we can have a small building. You know what they say? They don't care about the money. The lady at that's over the mall, and they sit in that circle in the Plano Mall, Willowbend Mall, and other people say that we don't care about that. They already know it was a good idea in the Willowbend Mall, Plano Mall, even the Galleria. No, when the DA was watching me the whole damn time, you dumb niggas. But the mayor lied. The mayor didn't want to answer. He would say racist things to win the election. And that's not cool for somebody to say racist things to win the election. I go, oh, you can say what you want, but let me tell you something. My mission about Social Security, y'all agree, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. Y'all in it for y'allself. When my Social Security was neglecting me, I had to wait on two payments. They gave me one payment, and they said if I needed another payment coming until they decide what they needed to do. And at that time, I'm telling them I'm staying at a hotel over there on Trinity Mills and Midway in Morris Lane. I'm staying at a hotel, and fights breaking out. The police knocked on my door, nigga. This one kid told me, and everything this one guy said, you can't expect everybody to go the distance and put in the work as you. I faced people from South Dallas was coming over. The people started popping up, renting the hotel, and started popping up. People in McDonald's, all of that. So we have to understand that, like, bam, they knocked on my hotel door. Fights was breaking out. I'm cooking them on my other social media. The thing people with Walmart, they was asking when I went to Atlanta, they saw me cooking when I was on UP Live in my Facebook. Saw me cooking. So I mean cooking. You gotta understand when somebody see you cooking and doing all of that. And I'm not gonna sit there and y'all niggas acting the ass over that. I just sue McDonald's. I already won my war with McDonald's. You know, I already won my war with them. When I kept calling McDonald's, the employees were jealous at McDonald's. Oh, look, calling these girls stupid. You stupid. Don't call them stupid and you stupid. You won't call me stupid. You mad because they got interest in me and they chilling and they talking and you can't show no interest. And this girl Brittany called me out of my name retarded and dumb. Right? A McDonald's employee. I called McDonald's 7 times about them. One thing you don't do when you're in the McDonald's, when you a person eating lunch, eating there, you don't and you interviewing somebody, you don't talk bad about that customer while that customer eating. You don't do that. Like you said that one, and then she didn't want to believe me. Let me tell you something. I told her to call McDonald's. She didn't even want to call a corporation. And she said, "Oh, I didn't call." And I'm gonna tell the Justice Department that. She said, "I didn't call." I say, "Hold up, let's talk about it." Because I'm about to tell Miss Crystal on the Justice Department right now. Miss Crystal, she said, "I didn't call." I stood my ground at that McDonald's. And she got scared because of her behavior as an employee. Her and them at McDonald's got scared. I stood my ground and I waited till that police came. And I didn't go nowhere. I called McDonald's 6 times on y'all in Carrollton, Texas. Oh, what's my name? You don't know? I don't have to know your name. When I go to McDonald's, when I call a corporation, all I do is gotta get in the intersection. I get the pen. They already got y'all up on y'all screen. McDonald's already got you up. He said, "Hubert is right here." I gave him your body type and everything. And I'm like, hold up. All this was going on. All this was going on. But I bet you that same person that passed me in 2019 was there in the Dallas County that was there. When I was in Dallas County, she passed me and she looked at me. She looked down on me and I felt she looked down and I felt the spirit. What the Carrollton police saw when I was sitting there in those handcuffs, I saw intimidation from coming from somebody. What did they see when I was in those handcuffs standing by Browns? That is the thing with that situation we gotta identify, right? Can they saw what I saw? Or they blind and they don't see God? They don't see the spirit of our enemy. What did that was that saw in Carrollton, Texas? I know that same brown skinned girl, she was brown skinned and she intimidated me. Terrorism intimidates and tagging the mindset. The whole community was doing that in Carrollton. In the cars, giving me eye contact. What do I have to lie for? And your behavior. Just because when Governor Abbott don't know what goes on in the car and see what you're doing. What happened around Taco Bell when y'all were terrorizing with street takeover? What happened around there like a street takeover or a race car driving around the Taco Bell? What happened around that? Terrorism. What happened around that? What happened around that? What happened around there? What happened at that Wendy's over there where I used to work at? You scared of your little brother? Yeah, yeah. Were you scared? What happened to the other kids, other grown ups? What happened over there? What happened? That's the difference between me and you. What happened over there? People from I worked at when I worked at DFW Airport. They had people from South Dallas and Dallas in 2018 and 17. And they always wanted me to come on their team. The reason why I got let go because of racism and jealousy. You know, in 2018 and 17, I was working there, and you know, me and some women, we felt like one girl, she's a white girl, and she was flying back, and she wanted to connect, and she got mad at me and rolled her eyes at me because I didn't want to take the conversation, frustrated, further. So I didn't take the conversation farther. So it get like that when you're in the elevator with somebody, when you working at DFW Airport. I met a lot of people on the way in DFW. Me in the international side and American side, we had a good conversation. Like they actually wanted me to come and work for them. Like just talking to them. I had a great relationship with them. Man, but the guy at Smart Cuts, he didn't like they was after me. He didn't like that, and I think that was one of the reasons. And Miss Tammy, he already rolled his eyes with racism at DFW Airport. He already rolled his eyes. He already didn't like me from the very beginning in the hallway when he rolled his eyes. He used to tell me how this one guy took money from the cash thing and ran off, and he went arrested. I see why he ran off because you on that racist shit. I see why nobody don't want to work for smart cars. I see why you can't keep nobody at DFW Airport because you're on that racist shit. And it's one of the guys that I worked at DFW Airport. He know my brother, and he comes in Dallas. He come at that 7-Eleven in Carrollton over there, and he come over there just look at me. You know what you did. You know what you did with. I just sued DFW. You know what you did with that racist move and that jealousy move. You know what you did. And he just looked at me. He was surprised that when he dapped my brother off, he's surprised that meant that's he looked at me. He know what he did. He couldn't, he was shocked, he was scared that he know my brother, that he was my brother. He was scared like another person in Dallas that one of my friends with Miles, Danny Marcus, and some other friend, he in the video with MO3 doing this in the mall when he was winning the mall. You know, y'all lied to Danny about something, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. And when me and my boy Danny have a talk, I'm gonna tell him because me and my brother saw that and I'm like, that's not the Danny we know. That's not the Danny we know on that one. That's not the Danny we know. And we just saw something because that's not the Danny we know. If Danny really want to say something, he could have asked us about it. But me and we saw the spirit, and that's not the Danny we. No, if Danny would and CC was here, bro, I had a dream about bro Marcus, and he had his hair. He said, "Hubert, I far start stunning you." If I call Danny and Miles and everybody in Carrollton right now, and CC them, and say I had a dream that he came, Hubert, I stamp certified you. You know, he came to me in my dream. But I got one of my friends in Dallas that was in the mall with him and he doing like this. That knows one of us. We chilling Garland at the house over there by Danny. My brother had Danny and them got a house over there. And Marcus and Big Nick and everybody had a house over there. And Broke died with a wife. His girl had a wife. So I'm talking to people in my apartment and they got the message for me. So what's the sense for that when and they really got that message out for me. They really did what they said they would do. They really got that message. And he talked about me in inbox, imitating my favorite rapper. Drake said, we didn't hear that much about you, but I promise that you. Taylor Swift said another anybody play with my money. We already did it before. What you doing? No, you know, when I was in Addison talking about the blueprint, everybody had to add, oh, we already, you don't have it. Your structure not right in that music building. Your structure not right. You got nothing but products. and you sure don't know how to maintain and come together and keep the building running to put back your money back in it and bam. They don't know anything. They don't know what a music building is. Nobody got time for that stuff, man. Nobody got time for that. I was all on the garden table. When they look at the garden library, look at it. Look at the connections. Look at the conversation we had. Look at the connection. Look at the conversation we had. Look at the conversation. And that what matters the most. Look at the conversation. Look at me sitting down talking to people and having that conversation, interacting with them and growing that bond with them and just talking to people at the garden library. Everybody, look at that bond we have. That matters the most. But if you want to lie in Dallas and Cliff, I don't want to deal with you. God don't want to deal with you. And they still haven't gained me. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Damn, I got arrested the same day. I've been talking to people in the Garland train. When I left, I was supposed to go to the hospital, but my mama called me. I told my mom I needed to come and get some stuff, and bam. The connection. You know those kids I talked to, it's gonna be really disappointing in the Will Have Been Plano Mall. It's gonna be really disappointing that this is going on. They are really gonna just be disappointed. Many other people, Texas got enough money. There's about a million kids and other adults that dream to come true with this. And you don't even know that I didn't just call DJ Envy. You stuck on stupid. I talked to the New York network. iHeartRadio. You think Kanye West made a song called RD? Do you really think you know it all? I got a whole list of New York bars. You see, they realer than you. When y'all lie and y'all don't want to hear me out, they realer than you. The New York network and iHeartRadio in New York and the New York bars, they realer than you. They realer than Dallas, the people that don't understand and listen to lies. You stay heard me out. Fights was breaking out at my hotel. Women want to talk, and then they say, "Oh no, I'm good." Fuck all of that. You scooping. Even at that little automotive place over there in Carrollton, Texas. But this man got a racist problem. State of Texas, I don't want to deal with you. Who want to do business with you? And then you talk about your plan. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. My kid's gonna keep breaking that. Well, my son gonna break that rule, and he's also I'm gonna tell him to break your rules, cause what you stand for, and I'm gonna tell him he's gonna know what to do when he get older, and he's gonna make y'all out an example. He's gonna know what to do when he get older, and I'm gonna tell you he's gonna know what to do when he get older. He's gonna know what to do, and the senators now, I want them to hear me. He's gonna know what to do when he get older to take care of y'all. For y'all, can you look after your community? You care about their growth by themselves. And let me tell you something. He's gonna know what to do. He's gonna know what to do when the time is right. When he get older, and you want a second because they scared. They got a problem. And no history after history, and that's sad. God is disappointed in the legislators. And I filed that on a civil rights complaint. God is disappointed in you. Every legislator I found, Captain Senator, on Senator's website, I found out your address. God is disappointed in you. That you let this continue to go on. that you care about your community more, and you let people in these business treat disability wrong. You know, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm a better father than y'all ever will be. And let me tell you how that. I I told my kid, never let a business tell you what you can't do. And I will always back you up. Because some of these parents want these kids that have a job and racism and discrimination. I'm gonna tell my kid, never let nobody tell you what you can't do. These managers putting people down, these store managers supposed to have leadership. And they tell people you'll never be nothing in my company. But you get with the businesses, that's sad. That's sad. You care about them more than you care about you. You want to listen to their opinion more than you do anything. That guy that taunted me all this gonna fit in. That guy that taunted me when I called the local government about when the call center gave me the number, they told me to shut up. I said, this is not what I'm calling about. I'm talking about the neglect and abuse at my local office and dealing with other things. And he didn't even want to hear me out. And then the lady I just did, she did it again. So I'm dealing with the stuff like how can we handle those certain things? This lady, I'm gonna tell you something. In 2015, 16, this lady walked away from me. In 2017, 18, when I asked for my benefits, the lady walked away from me. When I was working at DFW, she couldn't even call me back. And she walked away from me. Being unprofessional. But let's talk about it. And when I was working at DFW, being unprofessional. All right, I'm making $10 an hour at DFW, but you're gonna give me my benefits. You can't even answer the phone. After that, left the next day, the next 2, 3 days in the week. You didn't even want to answer the phone, but y'all saying that y'all understand. So what's the difference from that when we dealing with all this ties into Social Security? Same time, they don't understand my fight. I don't want to hear those damn lies, man. I don't want to hear what y'all talking about. Because we got other issues going on. My fight is bigger than yours. I don't care what you got going on. Y'all niggas with y'all lies. This is about people being treated bad. And they're gonna see when I made a complaint in Atlanta, made a complaint. Y'all fight for yourself. And I'm gonna tell Yellow Breeze, you what cause you fight for? But this guy gonna tell me to shut up and put me right back to my local office. I got a problem. That's why after he did that, when I tell him I'm calling back, they gave the call center gave me the number. I had to keep calling. I had to keep calling. And I finally talked to somebody in Washington. And they say, he will reach out to the US congressman, your US no, I know who I need. And when they called me this year, last year, the lady talking about, oh, you need to deal with that in your state. No, it's a United States problem. Just like I told you, and I called one of the ladies using it. This is a United States problem. It needs to be addressed. And I see them right now on Capitol. I'm watching them on the news. Oh, you are talking about not cutting Social Security off. All right. Why are you not talking about the neglect and abuse and the security guards' behavior? Why all of these things are not? I was with a lady in 2019, and she talked about She talk about I can't decide the discipline. If you don't decide as people, that's not my decision. Or we're gonna talk about it, Senator, because if you don't get their behavior under check, this is getting out of control. And he gonna talk about rules. They don't stick by the rules. They don't live by the business. Don't live by what they see about on a piece of paper. They don't when they treat disability. They don't stay by the rules. They don't. They say, "Oh, we're talking about we are not like you are damn like you pull us in, you mistreat us. You don't stick by the rules." Like when I see with Mirza's mom, one thing Mirza's mom and sister that we got in common, and mom and sister and him, that she's had the same problem with Social Security. But we also got a problem where we send stuff or bring stuff. Oh, they haven't gotten the computer and take it and all of that. And we got to go update your damn computers and get new computers. That's the problem. Like I can just sit there and hear other people conversation, and they can have a problem. They sent it. Oh, you got to send it back. Oh, we need to bring it back up here with this computer. We got to constantly do this. And then when I in 2018, I go to my Social Security website, and they told me if you want to get back on your disability and Social Security, come back up there. You think I'm gonna come back? That's what you want. That's what you want. That's what they want. For they can just treat us in a kind of way. No, no, that's not gonna happen. That is not gonna happen at all. That's not no. We're gonna take it. I'm gonna come up there, but we're gonna take care of this in a different way. I have no regrets. As Senator Ted, look, and I'm about to tell Miss Christian, look, they do it again. I'm gonna keep reaching out. I'm gonna keep reaching out because you refuse, and then you talking about going to website. You're not gonna even damn look at that website. Stop lying and making up lies and act like you're gonna pay attention and address everything, and things are not gonna be addressed. Don't do that. Don't do that at all, man. Don't do that because you're lying. You're lying. You're making up lies. Then, Social Security did you be lied said 1,000. Stop lying. That's not true, man. That's false. That's making lies. That's promise that you can lie and keep the them. People get food stamps. You ask them how much they got in the bank, and you don't allow them. You are killing us. You don't even, if you want America to win, start letting America say why you still give them food stamps. If you want America to win, if you really about America, let America say why you give them food stamps. Let them say, if you really want America to win, if you really down for American government, let them say why you get 100. Stop giving them $20. Nobody can't survive on no damn $20. If you really want America to win, you don't want America to win, government. They don't want us to win. They don't want. If you believe in God, you will stop what you're doing. Somebody in the damn car, you will stop what you're doing. What up, Mom? What was said in that car? So if people want to attack you because they got a problem, they want to attack you because they problem, and Trump let this guy in, they know they got a problem. You know, they could have took care of their Social Security in a minute. This didn't have to go, but you wanted to take your community side behind their tax dollars. Trump put me in this situation. It's all about listening to them, but you can't listen to other people. I already been free. They dumb self, boy. They got some more dummy in that courtroom as a mud. And then you doctors act like you professionals around here. They the dummies because they don't know what goes on. You call yourself doctors. God said you call yourself doctors and you don't know what other humans doing. That's the saddest damn thing we got in the state of Texas in the doctor professions. They should be ashamed of themselves in Dallas County. They really should. You call yourself doctor, you should be ashamed of your damn self. Because I'm telling you about all of these things and you can't figure it out, you dummy. And it's sad that I gotta do all of that. It's sad. These are supposed to be professionals. Yo, you need a doctor need to sit to get these people their license again. No, I've been knowing a long time. These other kids, I don't be getting into articles, but some shit don't mean nothing to me. I don't be getting that. I gave them all the time in that world in that courtroom. I've been knowing a lot of other things. Trust me, I gave Texas a lot of time. They ain't done by a long shot. I've been patient with you. I've been mighty patient. They know I ain't stupid. They know Governor Abbott know too. Governor, he know I ain't stupid. I've been mighty patient with you. And that prosecutor act like a dumb bitch. You play around with fire. That dumbass. Hey, I want that job. I'm asking Mr. Crystal to please give it to me. Please give it to me. I'm a man. And Judge Kennedy, I wanted to know how I feel when your ass a liar with your million number. So when I get on there, I'm gonna ask you to please give me that. I want the prosecutor and Judge Kennedy arrested and don't have a job. God asking you, please. That's another thing I want a part of my justice. And I'm gonna tell a civil rights that, please. I'm asking for Judge Kennedy and the prosecutor. You would, I promise you, will not have your spot. I promise you, will not say sorry and you were dipped off in the ring and everything is okay like the other part. You know you was gonna lose. You know they know. It's about how they before I gave that paper to the judge, they know. Yeah, yeah, man. You want me to pop it?